Dear students, today we are going to discuss about introduction part of DBMS. So first of all, what is DBMS? So DBMS is stand for Database Management System. So it is a database management system. Now here D is stand for data, B is stand for base, M is stand for management, and S is stand for system. So combinedly we can say it is a database management system. Now suppose we can break this like DB plus MS. So DB is our database, MS is management system. Now what is database? So database is nothing but a collection of data. So database, that means that multiple datas are combined together and form one database. Now management system. So management system, we can say that it is a set of programs. Set of programs for what? To retrieve and store the data. So DB is a collection of database, multiple data are combined together and form a database, and management system is set of program to retrieve and store this type of data. Okay, so this is the combination of database and management system. So based on this we can define the definition of DBMS like this. So what is the definition of DBMS? So it is a collection of interrelated data. It is a collection of interrelated data and set of programs to access those data. So what is the definition? It is a collection of interrelated data. Here I am using the word interrelated data. So randomly we cannot combine all the data. We are combining only related data. Okay, and set of programs to access those data. Which data? Related data. तो ये दोनों जब कंबाइन होते हैं तो इट विल फॉर्म अ डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. So this is the formal definition of database management system. Now database management system is not a hardware, it is one type of software. So why we are using this type of software? To manage database. So database means what? It is a collection of data. So to manage this type of database we are using a specific software. So which type of software we are using? For example, MySQL, Oracle, DB2 and etc. So many databases types are there. So these all are the example of database software. Okay, using this type of software we can make different applications like library management system, office management system, student management system, then after suppose railway reservation, airline reservation, any reservation system, and etc. So this all systems are example of application which are made using this database softwares. Okay, so this is all about the database. Now let us more discuss about the database. So as I said earlier कि it is nothing but a collection of a data. So collection of data in this statement we have used word data. So what is data? Data is nothing but a raw fact. Raw fact, that means के some meaningful word is about something. For example, let's say I say कि name of student. Okay, कि name of student. So student name A B C. So this is my data number 1. If suppose I am saying कि account number, so A01, value of an account number A01 is data number 2. If I say कि name of college, so VPMP, so this is the value of college name, so it is known as a data number 3. So these all are different datas. So we can say कि this type of data used to analysis something. If suppose we are combining some specific related data, then we can analysis something. For example, I am having 3 data: name of college VPMP, name of city is Gandhinagar, name of sector is 15. Now I am combining these 3 data. Then what happened? कि VPMP Polytechnic, sector number 15, Gandhinagar. Okay, I am combining this data and I will get some output. Okay, so this output is known as a information. Information. So you can consider as a processed form. We are applying some process on raw material, that means के our data. So processed form of data is known as a information. Okay, so this information is meaningful data. Again, what is data? So data is raw fact, or you can consider as a value of something, and it is used to in analysis form. For example, key marks of student, so I can say 65, account number A01, college name VPMP are example of data. These all are different data. If suppose we are combining this data, that means that we are applying some process on the data and we can get the meaningful data is known as a information. Example, roll number is 1, branch is CE, semester is 3rd, and college name is VPMP. So I am having 4 data. I am having 4 different related data. Each and every data are related with each other. If suppose I am writing account number A01, so account number A01 is not related with this 4 data. Okay, so a collection of interrelated data only, right? Now अगर मुझे इसमें से इंफॉर्मेशन को फॉर्म करना है तो व्हाट हैपन कि आई एम हैविंग 1 स्टूडेंट हुज रोल नंबर इज़ 1, कंप्यूटर ब्रांच 3rd सेमेस्टर फ्रॉम VPMP कॉलेज. ओके, So this is all about information and data. Information and data are used to very useful terms in DBMS. Now next topic is purpose of using database. So purpose of using database means why we are going to use this DBMS. So we are taking one simple example ki previously what happened ki so previously all the data are stored in the file. For example ki if you remember, then in earlier people are using chopdas or maintaining files for the business recording, okay, and Munil ji is a person who manage all these type of data. So what they are doing in the Diwali festival at the time of Lakshmi Puja, they were doing a Chopra Pujan. Okay, right? But nowadays, what happened? The same thing is managed by the computer based system, and this computer based system is known as a DBMS. Okay, so that's why we are need the database. Okay, so drawbacks of file system. We are keeping same record in file as well as database also. Okay, so what are the drawbacks? What are the drawbacks of file system? We will discuss. So first drawback is data redundancy and inconsistency. Both the words are new for you. So data redundancy and inconsistency. So first of all, what is redundancy? Redundancy is nothing but duplication of data in different files. One example we are taking. Okay, if suppose I'm having one customer. Okay. Suppose I'm having one customer, and this customer is having two bank accounts. First one is saving account, and second one is current account. So in banking system, we are having one customer who is having two accounts, saving account and current account. If we are maintaining data into the file system, then what happen? Ki all the primary records are stored in file number 1 as well as file number 2 also. So primary record, that means ke name of customer, address of customer, contact number of customer, email address of customer, all are known as a primary information for customers. Okay, so whenever we are using file system, at that time we are having two files. One file is for the saving account, second file is for the current accounts. So all the primary information are duplicate. Okay, so this is an example of data redundancy. Now inconsistency. So inconsistency means not accurate. We are not getting accurate data. For example, ki suppose same example we are taking ki a single customer is having two files, means two accounts, saving and current account. So primary information like name and everything will be stored two times, right? If suppose I'm changing address, of customer, then what happen ki I have to change twice in both the file. Okay, I have to change it in saving account as well as in a current account. If suppose by mistake one file is updated and another file is not updated, then what happen ki I'm having a two address information, right? So finally I'm having a two different address. So now confusion is there ki which one is correct option. So this is the example of inconsistency. So whenever we are using a file system, at that time we are facing a problem of redundancy as well as inconsistency problem. Now problem number 2, it is very difficult to accessing a data. Difficulty to accessing data. तो कैसे होगा ये? So if suppose I want to access information of customer, okay, if suppose I want to access all the information of customer, so we are having already we are having 2 files, so we can get it from any file, okay. But suppose if I want information of customer from specific city who are coming for Ahmedabad or who are coming for Gandhinagar only, so some specific city, then what happen? We have to search for manually each and every record, so it is quite difficulty to accessing some specific, that means के condition based data. Now next difficulty is data isolation. Third one is data isolation. So data isolation means what? Multiple files and multiple format for same record is known as a data isolation. Multiple file in multiple record, or you can consider as a multiple format. We can keeping the same record in multiple file in multiple format. So data accessing is quite difficult. So this problem is known as a data isolation problem. Next problem, problem number 4. So fourth problem is security problem. Data security. So what is data security? So if customer want to check his or her own account information only, right? Customer one want to check his or her account information only, then what happen? We are having only one file, okay, so all the customer information visible to that particular customer. So this is the problem of security. Problem number 5, transaction problem. So transaction problem means what? Okay, we are transfer one data to another file. So what happen if you want to transfer the data from one file to another file, at that time manually we have to add all the records. There is no option available for copy and paste or cut and paste. So this is the transaction problem. So these are the drawbacks of file system. So what happened ki DBMS offer solution of all these type of problems. So this is the purpose of the DBMS. I hope I'm very clear to you. Once again we are revising ki what is DBMS. DBMS is nothing but a database management system. If suppose we are break this word into DB and MS, then database management system. So what is database? It is a collection of data. Management system, it is a set of program to store and retrieve this type of data. Okay, so we can conclude our definition. So it is a collection of interrelated data, okay, not randomly data. It is a collection of interrelated data and a set of programs to access those data. So this is a definition of a database management system. So now in database management system, two terms are very useful: data and information. So what is data? Data is nothing but a raw fact about a something. Raw fact about something. Suppose name of student is one data, account number is another data, college name is another data. These all types of data are used in analysis phase. Now what is information? If suppose we are combining all these meaningful data, so it is known as a processed of data. So processed form data is known as a information, and information is always a meaningful data. For example, I am having 4 different types of data. Roll number 1, branch CE, semester 3, college name is VPMP. Suppose I am combining, then we will get some information. Okay, now why we need database management system? So in earlier we are maintaining a file system. So these all are different drawbacks. So to overcome this drawback, so we offer a database system for the as a solutions. Okay, so what are the drawbacks? Data redundancy and inconsistency, difficulty to accessing a data isolations, data security, and last one is transaction problems. So thank you so much.